Hypothesis testing. So this video is all about the basics of hypothesis testing. In this video, I will be covering what is hypothesis testing, what is the difference between the null and the alternate hypothesis, what is the difference between the type 1 and type 2 error, and different types of test, whether it is a one-tailed test or a two-tailed test. So please watch this video till the end. And if you have any confusion or any concerns, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. So what is hypothesis testing? So hypothesis testing is an educated guess to detect the significant difference by comparing the sample statistics with the population parameters. It should be testable either by experiment or by observations. It is important to remember that we are not making any absolute conclusion here in the hypothesis, but we are either concluding that results that we are getting are due to chance. The purpose of hypothesis testing is to determine whether there is enough statistical evidence supporting a certain belief about a parameter. Hypothesis testing is used to infer the result of hypothesis performed on sample data from a larger population by detecting the significant difference and that difference did not occur by random chance. For example, if we flip a coin 100 times, ideally, we should get 50 times head and 50 times tail. But if it comes to 55 by 45, that means 55 times head and 45 times tail, then we can say that this could have occurred by chance. So there is not sufficient evidence to suggest that coin is unfair. So we might come up with hypothesis that I am 95% confident that the coin is fair. But if we flip for rather 100, we get 75 head and 25 tail. Can we still have that confidence? I'm not sure, because in this case we cannot say the coin is still fair. The extreme low probability is the evidence that coin may not be fair in this case. So there are two types of hypothesis: null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Let us understand each one of them one by one. We'll start with null hypothesis. It is denoted by H naught. It always states that there is no significant difference, and the difference that you have is just by random chance. It means that there is no significant difference between the population mean and the sample mean. It is always the accepted fact and is referred to as the status quo. It always contains the equal to sign and is given by equation as h naught equal to mu1 will be equal to mu2, that there is no difference between the two population parameters. If the difference between the sample statistics is large enough, assuming that h0 is true, then we have to reject h0 and conclude that there is a difference between the populations. Now let us see what is alternate hypothesis. It is denoted by HA or H1, which means there is a significant difference and the difference is caused by some non-random chance. H1 will always contradict H0, that is, alternate will always contradict the null hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis is also known as the research hypothesis, and they are influenced by some non-random cause. So if the null hypothesis is rejected, then we will have to find out the evidence to support the research hypothesis. It always challenges the status quo, that is the null hypothesis. It never contains the equal to sign, and we represent alternate hypothesis as mu1 is not equal to mu2. Now, out of this null or alternate, only one can be true. There can never be a scenario where both suggestions are true or both are false. Either null is true or alternate is true. Let's take the same case. We flip the coin, we get ideally 50 tails and 50 head out of 100 flipping. So our null hypothesis is that coin is fair. So we have p equal to 0.5. An alternate will be, we challenge the null that it is not equal to zero point 0.5. That means the coin is not fair. That means if we flip 100 times, we could get 70 head or 30 tail, or 60 head or 40 tail. So that is how you frame your alternate hypothesis and null hypothesis. Now, making a statistical decision always involves some kind of risk. And this risk in hypothesis testing we classify in terms of type 1 error and type 2 error. To understand it a little bit more, let's look at this graphics. On the y-axis, we have the verdict in the form of whether the person should be jailed or set free. On the x-axis, we have the truth in the form of whether he is innocent or guilty. So if someone who is innocent should be set free, that is the correct decision. Now if someone who is innocent who is jailed, that is not the correct decision. That is the type 1 error or alpha error. We call it the level of significance, also known as the false positive. So if alpha or the level of significance is 5%, that means out of 100, every 5 will be occur due to chance. Examples of type 1 error could be rejecting the good parts or the producer's risk, or jailing someone who is innocent. Now let us look at the other one. Someone who is guilty should be jailed. That is the correct decision. But someone who is guilty, if you set that person free, that is not the correct error. That is, we call it as a type 2 error or beta error. We call this as false negative. That is the error made by accepting or retaining a false null hypothesis. So example could be accepting bad parts of the consumer risk or setting someone who is culprit. The best example from the recent could be the test result says that you have coronavirus or COVID-19, but actually in real case it is not true. So that is the type 1 error. But in other case, if your test result says that you don't have COVID-19 or coronavirus, but you actually do have, that is a type 2 error. This is the best example of type 1 and type 2 error. In hypothesis testing, we need to judge whether it is a one-tailed test or a two-tailed test, so that we can find the critical values from Z table or T table, and then by comparing these test statistics value with the critical value, we can come to conclusion whether to reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject the null hypothesis. So how can we tell whether it is a one-tailed test or a two-tailed test? So it all depends upon the original claim in the question. So we look at each one of these one tail test, left tail or right tail, and two tail test in a little bit more detail. So what is you understand by one tail test or left tail test? So before that, let us understand what do you mean by tail. So tail in hypothesis testing referred to as a tail at the end of the distribution curve. So if it is on the left side, it is a left tail test, and if it is on the right side, it is a right tail test. So in this case, left tail test, this is my rejection area marked as red. So we call it with the alpha level of significance. Suppose the null hypothesis state that mean is greater than or equal to 10. So the alternate hypothesis would be the mean is less than 10. The rejection region will lie somewhere on the left side of the sampling distribution. That is a set of number which are less than 10. So anything if it falls in this region, we will reject the null hypothesis. And if it falls in this region, we will fail to reject the null hypothesis. So similarly in right tail test, if the rejection region is on the right side, we will call it as a right tail test. If anything it falls if it on this region, we will reject the null hypothesis, and if it falls in this region, we will say fails to reject the null hypothesis. Similarly, we have the two-tail test where we have the rejection which is on the both side of the graph. So we have here in this case we divide the significance level by 2, alpha by 2. So if anything it falls in this region, we will reject the null hypothesis. If it is fall in between, we will accept the null hypothesis or fail to reject the null hypothesis. So that is all I have on this video. If you like it, click here to subscribe. Do hit the like button as well. Share this video with all your friends on different social media platforms. And if you have any specific sessions or topic for my next video, you can let me know in that comment section below. And please let me know your thoughts as well on this particular video.